What is going on, guys? It is Ink by Gaming here, bringing you back to Surprise Trade Sunday. And today, we have ourselves some Vullaby, or Vullaby, however you want to pronounce it, to trade today. Let's get ourselves out of this pose here. We do have some Vullaby to trade today. We had caught ourselves a Vullaby, we evolved it into a Mandibuzz, and we did indeed breed. So we had Vullaby for today. It is a timid nature, so I think it's a decent nature because it's a speed boosting nature. Because I believe it's a physical attacker. I mean, that would be bad to lower its attack, but at the same time to make it a speed investing nature. Well, that was the nature that was caught with the Vullaby that I caught to breed. So hold on, I need some water. I got some ugh. All right, so we're gonna get our trades underway. I also want to point out is if you come to the Kamiki hall here over on the map, over in this little area over here is where you would get Vullaby to spawn. There's some Starlies over here. I think the Star Raptor over here as well. So these are the locations to get them as well. But let's get ourselves back positioned because I thought this was a great place. Because look, it's got the stairs here. It's got the Hisuian Growlithe here. I thought it was a great place to start. So we're gonna get into Pokepal or Pokeportal. Why did I say Pokepal? We're gonna trade away our first Vullaby for today. They do have mixed abilities as well. Between the abilities that normally come with the Vullaby here. Let's get us going. This is also I love that we have the DLC stuff because, like, again, I say not everybody had access to buy the DLC early. So if they're still playing on the normal base game, you can still get these through Surprise Trade. It's just you're not going to get the Pokedex. Woo! A Feebas. I have not caught a Feebas yet. This will also improve my Pokedex as well. Because as you see right here, I have not gotten the Feebas yet. So it's added to my Pokedex. You'll probably see me get it if I get a bunch of trades through here. We'll be able to see that. I'm guessing this Feebas, because it's level 1, it is actually a really good nature for a Milotic. So I'm guessing somebody is trying to get a shiny Feebas there. Because I think, I remember back in Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald, I think it was difficult to, because there was like a specific location where to get a Feebas. Alright, let's get the next trade underway, and we'll start reading about our Vullaby here. Vullaby, which is Japanese for Valachi, I think that's how it said, Valachi, is a dual-type dark flying-type Pokemon, which was introduced in Pokemon Black and White. Evolves into Mandibuzz, starting at level 54. Vullaby is the diapered Pokemon. The diapered Pokemon. Hold on a second. I am thinking back to Togepi. What is Togepi? It's like the baby Pokemon, right? It's a spiked ball Pokemon. Cause what would you call Togepi's like underside? You know, because Togepi is basically a Pokemon that has not come fully out of its shell. And I feel like that would be a diaper. But alright, I had to look that up. It brought me to, hold on. Please tell me okay, there we go. Hold on. I thought I lost the webpage and I was gonna have to type back in. Alright, so we have the dex number, which is 629 Pokedex entry. Back down here we got the dark flying type. Its abilities are Big Pecs and Overcoat, which we have a bunch of Big Pecs and Overcoat Vullabys. Its hidden ability, which is Weak Armor. I don't know. I don't know what would be the better ability, because these all seem good. Its gender ratio is 100% female. I believe the only way to get a Vullaby would be through a Ditto and or a Pokemon that it can get egg moves from. I'm assuming that's the only way to do it. Let's see. Its catch rate is 190, which is a 35.2% catch rate. Its egg group, which is flying, so I'm guessing that it can only get egg moves from flying type Pokemon. So I'm assuming a bunch of bird-like Pokemon for Vullaby to get eggs. Oh, for a minute there, I thought that was a shiny. I thought it was a shiny because I thought I saw pink. But it's just a regular excuse. It's just a regular one. One that was bred. And actually, that's not half bad of a moveset. Belly Drum and Icicle Crash are great moves to work with each other. And I think, once Ice Face is activated, hold on. No. Don't do that. I wanted to check the summary. Ice Face. When Pokemon's physical attack, substitute attack also damages it. What? Pokemon's Ice Head can take a physical attack as a substitute. So, what? So does it do damage, or does it not do damage, or is it considered like substitute? Is it like Mimikyu's Disguise, but better because it can restore and heal? Oh, sorry. Confused. I've never actually really used SQs, so I don't know how the ability works. I believe I probably had an excuse just to have, but I don't think I've ever used it. And I think the pink version just looks like Hubba Bubba bubblegum. If you don't know what Hubba Bubba bubblegum looks like, look it up. Just like the original flavor is what it looks like with a face. All right. A hatch time, which is 20 cycles. Or it could be cut in literally in half with a Pokemon with Flame Body. Oh, a Hoppip. Just like we were trading, last week wasn't Hoppip, what was it? No, last week was something else. And it was something from the DLC. Oh yeah, it was Diplin. I think before that was Hoppip. I don't know, memory is a terrible thing once you get older. You start forgetting everything. Or, if you have ADHD and a bad memory, it just doesn't work out. So its height, which is 1 foot and 8 inches, which translates to 0.5 meters. Its weight is 19.8 pounds, which also translates to 9.0 kilograms. Its base experience yield, which is 74. Its leveling rate is slow. Its EV yield, which is all in defense. Its Pokedex color is brown. Base friendship, which is 35. Sorry. We're down to biology. We're done with our first row. We haven't gotten any other Pokemon from the DLC but that Feebas. I was really hoping to get more so I can fill out my Pokedex without actually having to do anything. We're down to the biology. Vullaby is a Pokemon that resembles a baby vulture. It is a plump, stout body, is covered in dark gray feathers, tiny wings with gray tips, its pink feet with 3 clawed toes. Vullaby's neck is short and supports a round pink head, avoiding any feathers, except for its chest on top. There is a color of fluff, light gray feathers around its neck, its small gray beak, and red eyes. Alright. Next up, the next Vullaby to be traded away. Vullaby protects its rear by wearing a cracked upside-down skull as its diaper-like undergarment. Alright, hold on. I want to say, because they're probably not going to explain, but I'm wondering if anybody wants to leave a comment in the comment section down below. They say it's an upside down skull. What? Oh, we probably just got a website Pokemon. Yep, we did. I was like, oh, that's definitely a shiny. Alright. What a waste, what a waste. Such a great Pokemon as well. Meowscarada. Meowscarada is such a great Pokemon. Personally, it goes Scalarooge and then Meowscarada. I'm sorry. What's the water types? I forget the Quaxolotl. Quaxolotl is the Pokemon. I think that's his final evolution's name. I never really liked his design. He's alright, but I favor the other two above him. Don't get me wrong, they were all cute in their first base stage, but Fuecoco is the cutest. Because he's so derpy. I love that. I love a derpy looking Pokemon. It just draws me in. Alright. So if you want to know in hence the categorization, oh yeah, because it gets the categorization of diaper Pokemon because it wears it like an undergarment, like a diaper. Vullaby either finds this bone itself or uses the one found by Mandibuzz. A large, well, it still didn't explain what kind of bone it is. Is it a human skull? Is it a Pokemon skull? If so, what Pokemon? This wouldn't be the first Pokemon that used a skull as a clothing. Cubone uses it. Cubone wears its mother's skull. How savage is that? That it wants to be closer to its dead mom. I know. I just went dark route. But what Pokemon can it be? Because it clearly has. Because if you flip it upside down, if you flip the Vullaby upside down, it's literally the top half of a skull. Because where it puts its feet is where the eye holes would be, and the little the V on its I would say that's like its chest. is like the nose, where the nose would be. So I wonder what skull would this be? If anybody has like an answer or some theory, what it would be, it would be greatly to have somebody else's opinion. And I don't know what Pokemon has a skull like that. Oh, is this another Is this another Pokemon I'm going to get a Pokedex entry for? Because I don't think, yeah, wait. No, I think that's in the base game. I think so. I don't know. I completed the Pokedex I completed the Paldea Pokedex so long ago because I wanted to go shiny hunting, which still have yet to really. When I shiny hunt, I don't get anything. When I'm just walking, doing whatever, that's when I run into a shiny. I don't get lucky like my friend Michelle. I was gonna say I'm not gonna name any names, but she knows it's her because I always say she has the most cracked out games because she finds all these shinies. Like, I'm pretty sure the last time I talked to her, she has, since the DLC, she ran into, I think, like 3 shinies so far. Since the beginning, I'm pretty sure she's found more, and she hasn't talked about it. But there's that. Its large appetite results in a large growth spurts, resulting in Vullaby having to replace the... Wow. Constantly having to replace the bones. They often pass older bones. They pass older bones to smaller Vullaby. Vullaby often start petty chats with their own kind, which bones are the most comfortable. Make petty chats about whose bones are the most comfortable to wear. Vullaby is known to chase after weaker creatures. Vullaby is a female-only species. I want to say, Game Freak. If Game Freak ever listens to their people, I would say people that buy their product. I have big-brained idea. There's Pokemon that only have a one gender or one gender evolution. I'm talking about Salazzle, and I'm talking about Vespiquen, and a few others, because they did give Gardevoir and Gallade their own the evolutions that are male and a female. Why not give also can give one gendered specific Pokemon a female or male counterpart. Like, they don't have to look exactly alike, but they can be said that they're from the same family tree. Also would make breeding them a lot easier than having to get a Ditto and or having a specific Pokemon to breed with. And also would make a great thing to where you can either hatch one of 2 Pokemon. It could either be the male or a female if they're breeded like that. But if you wanted to just the one-sided female or male counterpart, you'd have to breed with a Ditto. Just to get that. I think that would be an amazing idea. But Game Freak will probably never use it. Wow, it didn't appear that often in the show, in the anime. Vullaby debuted in Unrest at the Nursery, where she was a Pokemon in the daycare belonging to Lila, and usually got into fights with Rufflet. Their fights ended up ended after Rufflet saved her from a trio of Amoongus. Interesting, interesting. I mean, that can also be said that Vullaby probably can breed with Rufflets or Mandibas with God, why am I drawing a blank on Braviary? I was drawing a blank on its name for a moment. Okay, we're mid-section right now. Its minor appearances of Vullaby appeared in the opening sequence of Kirim versus the Swords of Justice. In Rocking Clawmark Hill, two Vullaby were trading up at Clawmark Hill. One of them has been seen fighting a Boldor. Oh, my bad. I thought... No, stop with this. I really wish that they had a different button for that. Because I always hate crouching when don't want to crouch. In Battle Royale 151, a trainer's Vullaby competes in Battle Royale primary round at Monolo Conference, but ended up losing off screen. Oh, so like Battle Royale. Battle Royale was in Sun and Moon, right? Battle Royale? That seems about right. Its Pokedex entry was in black and white in episode 95. Ash's Pokedex said this. Vullaby are the diapered Pokemon. Vullaby's small wing kept it from flying. It tends to chase after Pokemon weaker than itself. Alright. Game data, which I will, I want to start doing it like this. If I start seeing there's a trend in the Pokedexes, I will not read the same thing over and over again. I'll just say it's like the one before it. In black, its wings are too tiny for allow it to fly. As it approaches the time to evolve, it discards the bones it wears. In white, they tend to guard their posteriors with suitable bones they have found. They pursue weaker Pokemon. Oh, another Pokemon. I don't have the Pokedex entry for this. Which is good because I think you need a trade for a Politoed, and I just don't want to do that. Oh, and it's got Drizzle as well. Helping with its Surf. Nice. Alright, in Black 2, White 2, they share the Pokedex entry. Their wings are too tiny to allow them to fly. They guard their posteriors with Oh! Bones were gathered by Mandibuzz, so it combines Black and White's Pokedex entry into one. X and Y says the same thing as Black and White. It says the same thing on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. In Sun, it says this. It's plump posterior. It protects its plump posterior with bones of prey that it has consumed. As it grows, it replaces the... So, we still don't have what the bones, what kind of bones they are. Oh, it's still being traded. Or did it already trade? I wasn't... My bad. So it still doesn't tell you what kind of bones it gets. It just tells you it's the prey that they prey on. Alright, in Moon, it can't fly. It must wait until its wings have developed more. Since it's still at a playful age, it hops around friskly. In Ultra Sun, Mandibuzz gives it the bones it wears. Vullaby's wings are short and can't fly. It jumps around, dreaming of wide open skies. So it had the same dream as what Bagon has. Bagon wanted to fly. Vullaby wants to fly. In Ultra Moon, its healthy appetite leads to visible growth spurts. It often has to replace its bones and wears the size to increase. In Sword, it wears bones to protect its rear. It's often squabbles of other kinds of popularity of comfy bones. In Shield, Vullaby grow quickly. Bones have gotten too small for older Vullaby to wear, and is passed down to younger ones in its nest. In Scarlet, they tend to guard their posteriors with suitable bones, and they pursue weaker Pokemon. In Violet, its healthy appetite leads to... Oh, so it says the same things as Pokemon Shield. Alright, we are down to the game locations. Ooh, an Electrode. Nice. Okay, in Black, it was... Black and White, it was a version exclusive. It was a version exclusive to Pokemon Black, which can be found on routes 10 and 11, Victory Road, and Village Bridge. It was a trade in White. In Black 2, it was Route 23, specifically only Route 23. In White 2, it was still a version exclusive, which is surprising because some of the ones that had second game, like a second game and or like Emerald, Crystal, they combine to have them in the same game. In some cases it was like that. In X and Y, it was in a Friend Safari, which is a Dark Friend Safari. In Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, it was in Mirage Mountain, northeast of Route 125. In Sun, it was trade only. In Moon, it was Route 3 or Poképelago. And Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Ultra Sun, it was a trade. Ultra Moon, it was a Route 3 specific. So these were still, in other games, version exclusive Pokemon. It was unobtainable in Let's Go games. In Sword, it was a trade as well. So they kept on going with the version exclusives. In Shield, was where you got it. Which Route 8, Stony Wilderness, Bridge Fields, Rolling Fields, East Lake Axwell, West Lake Axwell, Bridgefield, Stony Wilderness, Giant's Mirror, Dusty Bowl, and in Max Raids. In the Shield Expansion Pass, it was in Pot Bottom Desert and Loop Lagoon at Max Battles. Brilliant and Shining games did not come in. Legend Arceus, not in it. And Scarlet and Violet wasn't in-game until the DLC. In the DLC, it's in Fellhorn, Gorge, Oni Mountain, Wisp Fields, Paradise Barrens, and Katsugami's Wilds in Terra Ray battles of 3 stars. Alright, we're down to our second, almost last line here. We are down to the base stats of this Pokemon. Let's see. Its HP is at 70. Its attack is at 55. Its defense is 75. Special attack is 45. Special defense is 65. And base speed is 60. So its best stats are in its defense and special defense. So those are great. And also, its speed is the next best stat. So having a timid one is not that bad. Alright, next up, we're going to find out its type effectiveness. Alright, it's normally damaged by normal, fighting, flying, poison, bug, steel, fire, water, and dragon. It's weak to rock, electric, ice, and fairy. It is immune to ground and psychic types. It's resistant to ghost, grass, and dark. We're down to the learn set. At level 1, it gets gust and leer. At level 6, it gets flatter, 12 pluck, 8 tailwind, 24 knockoff, 30 iron defense, whirlwind at 36, air slash at 42, dark pulse at 48, nasty plot at 54. We also get defog at 60, attract at 66, and brave bird at 72. Alright, by TM, it can get Takedown, Fake Tears, Scary Face, Protect, Thief, Facade, Snarl. Also get Swift, Rock Tomb, Air Cutter, Endure, Sunny Day, Rain Dance, U-Turn, Foul Play. Also can get Sleep Talk, Rest, Taunt, Dark Pulse, Fly, Substitute, Iron Defense, Tailwind, Shadow Ball, Heat Wave, Nasty Pop, Brave Bird, Terra Blast, Toxic, Spite, Knockoff, Uproar, Dual Wing Beat, and Lash Out. Those all seem like great moves. Okay, we got a Voltorb to go with that Electro there. By breeding, it can get Toxic, Mean Look, and Roost, but it doesn't... I don't know if it's the page not loading them, but it doesn't tell me what Pokemon it gets it by breeding, unless it can. I don't know. It doesn't tell us. It's not telling me. I was trying to see if I could refresh the page. It's still not telling me. I was curious to see which one it was, but it doesn't tell me. As we said beforehand, it evolves at 54 into Mandibuzz. We didn't have a shiny comparison for this Pokemon, but the gray parts just become brown. The skull becomes... Hold on, let's see. I think this... Let's see. There's one here. Yeah, that one's more of a beige color. The shiny becomes a white. And the head becomes a pink to like a darker magenta-like color. So that's that. Let's see. Also, I should get the type generator. We picked a flying type this time around. Oh, I passed it. I passed it. I have to refresh the page. There we go. I have it set to flying. Let's get this next one up. Get these next two. We'll see what the trade for next week will be, and we'll read the trivia stuff. Alright, so how is everybody's Sunday going? I know it's kind of probably late for me to upload these, but I didn't want to wake up today. I was very tired. Usually I just wake up like by 10 o'clock on a Sunday, but today I didn't want to get up till like noon. We're getting a bunch of these is it Chardet? Chardet is what it's called. I thought it was Chardet. Chaw, dude! Okay, so there's a decent amount of Pokemon that get to be traded back away today. Not a lot, but a decent amount today. I'm hoping for something really cool for next week. Something cool from this DLC. Alright, here will be the last one. We'll have everything set up. Alright, what do we got? Oh, one of these things. One of these things, the sushi-looking Pokemon. Tatsugiri. Okay, let's just set up the next one to be traded. So when we come back, it'll be already traded away. So we'll let that go. But I'm gonna pause it and I'm gonna bring us to the webpage. So give me 1 second. Okay, so here we go. Always in the Pokemon type generator. Let us see what we got. A fire type. Where's the fire? Fire type. We want to go to Kitsukami. What are we gonna get? A Macargo. A Macargo. Let us see. I'm gonna pause and then I'm gonna get us back to the main screen. We're gonna see if I can get a Macargo. Like catch one, or am I gonna have to go for Slugmas? So I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Bulbapedia. Let's see. I'm sorry. I know I'm taking a bit too long here. Okay, while I'm doing this, I get something on screen instead of just hearing nothing. Okay, let's get this surprise trade going, and let's scroll on down to locations in-game. Okay, I can only get it in Terra Raid battles. And I don't want to have to grind. I don't want to have to level up 30 Slugmas to evolve them. So I might just go with the Slugma instead of the Macargo. And if there's enough time, I can learn about both of them. Or if I feel like putting in the extra work, I might evolve them. We'll see. You'll be able to be surprised by next week on what I choose to do. We are now down to the trivia part. Vullaby may be considered a counterpart of Rufflet. Vullaby and Rufflet can evolve starting at level 54, and both part flying. Vullaby are exclusive to Black 2, Moon, Ultra Moon, and Shield, while Rufflet is exclusive to White 2, Sun, Ultra Sun, and Sword. Whereas Vullaby can only be female and Rufflet can only be male. Hold on, going back into evolving. Or not evolving, trading. Vullaby is evolved from where designed by James Turner, according to its interviews with Ken Sugimori of Nintendo Dream. Vullaby and Mandibuzz were added late into development of Black and White. So they were like almost towards the end. Despite the fact that they were too many bird Pokemon already, their designs were approved. Wow, almost didn't get Vullaby because there was too many bird Pokemon. Which it just makes the game more, I would say, most Pokemon are drawn inspirations from our animals and whatnot, so it makes sense to have a bunch of bird Pokemon because there is a bunch of birds in the real world. Despite Vullaby Pokedex entries stating that its wings are too small to underdeveloped to let it fly, it still can learn Fly in Brave Bird. That is right. That is very right. By TM, it can get Fly in Brave Bird. That is funny. That is funny. So apparently it can... I don't even think it can fly. I think it like jumps off of something and just uses these moves. Actually, that would be a great like animation to just show it running up to like some hill to go use the move. Its origin, Vullaby is based off a vulture chick. The bone armor it wears is similar to a baby's diaper, and its physical similarities to a human skull. So now they say that it draws inspiration from a human skull, but that still doesn't tell us that the bone it wears in-game is a human skull. Its frequently growth threads are another connection to babies, which growth is much higher rates than adults. Alright, we're down to the name origin. Vullaby may be the combination of vulture and lullaby, which are often often sung to children or a baby. Vullachi may be the combination of vulture and child. Alright, we learned everything we needed to know about Vullaby. We're almost to the end here to be able to see what we got, which we got a decent amount of things. I got 2 Pokedex entries out of this. So there is that. Come on, is the last trade gonna take forever? The last 2 trades gonna take forever? There we go. There we go. Alright, what are we going to get for our last trades here? There we go. Okay, so we got ourselves a Sprigatito. Not a shiny. Somebody must be hunting for a shiny right now. Because I would say that's the only time that I ever see a Sprigatito come through. Yeah, somebody was trying to breed for one, because there's Protean as well. And if nobody knew by this point, Protean is actually the better ability for Sprigatito. I mean, Overgrow's alright, but Protean's way better. I mean, as they ruined Protean in this game anyways, it was great in previous generations, but they ruined it. Alright, our last one's gonna get us a Mudbray. A Mudbray! Little donkey Pokemon. Alright, we are done for this surprise trade. We are going to get into the box. We are going to take the held item off you. Alright, so we got a Feebas. We also got a Fuecoco, a Macchiato, a Makoita. We also have Escuse, a Hoppip, an Indeedee. We have a Charmander, a Squirtle, a Tynamo. We also have a Chadet, a Meowscarada. We also have a Froakie, a Pichu, a Politoed, a Dratini, an Electrode. We got a Chewtle. We also have a Witzel, a Tatsuguri, a Chadet, a Sneasel, a Voltorb, a Tinkatank. We also have a Flittle, Another Ticketank, a Shelter, a Bonsweet, a Fido. We also have a Sprigatito, and a Mudbray, which I also am going to take this Feebas because I want to. This actually seems not a Pokemon to pass up to get to release for one, and for two, I still don't have in my Milotic, and I don't know if I can get my I don't know if I can get Feebas in this game or if it was like a version exclusive one. I don't know yet. It probably isn't a version. It is probably a version exclusive, and I probably have it because I'm in on Violet. But whatever. Um, let's move Pokemon that I'm going to be trading back away, which will be these guys. We'll get the Indeedee in here as well. Any others? Any others? No. So it's just these guys that I'll be trading away. Once I'm finished talking and say my goodbyes. Well, we are going to end my talking here. You guys be able to enjoy the trades, but I'm going to end it here. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time in the next video. Bye-bye.